Hello, everybody. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to tell this story right from the beginning, um, because I believe that the truth does need to be out there. Because it's something that is really irritating me at the moment, and I want to share it with you guys in order to finally put all of this bullshit to rest. Basically, you know, in the beginning, I met LiveLife8072 aka Joe. I'd say about almost 5 years ago, probably about 5 years ago, here on YouTube, and we started talking, back and forth, whatnot, trading messages, emails, whatever. And as years went by, I started to talk more with the guy. He started to let me be a mod on the Skeptic Fence show, and he started to let me be a mod on his regular Von Live channel and whatnot, and we were just talking regularly and stuff like that. But I could never really, get, you know, uh, how should I say this, get into any of these things that he would be doing, even further, because he would always have his head up the ass of, of a lot of people out there, and I'm not necessarily talking bad about these people, I want you guys to know that. But, he always had his head up the other people's asses, whether it was Negation of P or the Texas Canadian, I believe, or who else? I believe Dark Matter 2525, which happens to be a wonderful individual. Meridian Frost at the time. All of these other people he would always surround himself with, and just fucking, keep me out of everything, right? Which was cool. I didn't have a problem with that. I didn't really have a problem with that at all. I just continued to participate with what resources I actually had. And after a few more years went by, it took one video for us to just basically drift apart, But before I get into that, I will tell you guys a little bit of history, if you will, when it comes to his attitude starting to change. When this whole drama gate thing happened, if you will, I saw these people that I cared about a lot, that I looked up to, for a lot of information, fighting each other, whether it was Dark Matter 2525, with the exception of Bionic Dance. I don't really like her too much, but, there was other people that I happened to admire, and I really loved their work, and I saw them fighting with each other, right? I tried to reach out to people, I tried to ask what the fuck was going on, what the hell was this, what the hell was that? Nobody was fucking replying to anybody, right? Nobody was fucking doing anything. They just said what they had to say and fell off the fucking face of YouTube. That was it for a brief period of time, because every single one of these motherfuckers are back, which directly contradicts what they originally said, right? And anyway, after that, people were telling me, well, I don't think it's a good idea that you should be friends with Joe. I don't think it's a good idea that you should be friends with, LiveLife8072. And I really liked the guy at the time, I wanted to stay neutral, because I had friends on both sides, people who hated this whole fucking thing that he organized, and, people who were on his side for, doing what they did. I wanted to stay neutral. I wanted to stay neutral out of everything. And that's the type of person that I am, He ignored them. I should have, I shouldn't have ignored them, but, I did anyway, and that was my mistake. But then that's when his attitude started to change, a lot. And then it really amplified itself when this Devon Tracy atheist Rue came into the picture. Now, I know what he's going to say. He's going to say, you're just mad because Devon Tracy is my friend. Atheist Rue is my friend. Atheism is unstoppable is my friend. I don't really give a fuck who the fuck a person has as a friend, right? I don't really care who hangs out with who. I don't give a flying fuck. But what I do have a problem with is, you know, the how do you say it? You yourself picked up his same way of dealing with things, because right now you are basically diet Devon Tracy, you know, and that's how it is. You picked up every single habit that he has. You have burnt a lot of bridges with people who were good friends with you in the past because of this, you know, and it's something that would be ashamed of, right? All of these people, these admirable people, which is Meridian Frost, Dev Shell 2, The Peach, all of these people are fucking awesome people, and you basically spat in their fucking face. Why? Because they fucking disagreed with you on all of this shit, right? But during this whole debacle, a part of me still wanted to latch on to you and your work, right? Because I have to say, I did admire your work. I admired a lot of the things that you did. Completely admired it all. And I wanted to support you the best way that I could myself. You know, because, hey, I'm not making a fucking six-figure income, you know. Anyway, it was a little rocky after that, you know. I was definitely drifting farther and farther away as soon as I started seeing him adopt all of these same tactics that AIU has, right? And it eventually got to the point where, you know, I saw a video of his one day talking about how a young black girl should be treated in her classroom. You know, I saw the video footage. I saw where the white cop basically picked her up and dumped her right on her fucking head on the desk, right? Right out of the desk. And I disagreed with him on that, you know. No, fuck. That really lit a fire under his fucking ass, right? He starts calling me a piece of shit just because I disagreed with him. He starts calling me a piece of shit, that I should fuck off, that I should unsubscribe from his fucking channel and this and that, you know. And I go, wait a minute, I just sat here and commented in regards to why I disagree with you on this. You know, why am I getting treated like this? You know, and he wouldn't respond. He wouldn't respond. He wouldn't respond, you know. So I said, fuck it. I started making videos of my own about the whole situation. He took this as being a smear campaign, I guess, because that's probably one of his buzzwords now, you know. And he started making videos of, you know, making fun of me, you know, saying I'm a regressive pussy, a PC liberal fag. And then all these fucking idiots who are subscribed to him would come to my channel and, you know, just stupid shit, you know. And I'm not the type of person that, you know, really blocks anybody for those types of things. They can come to my channel and do whatever. I don't care, because I'm not the type of person that silences free speech. You know, I don't believe in that shit. So I just let it happen, right? And he just, you know, continues to do this, continue to do that, you know, and say that I have white guilt, you know, that I'm just, you know, one of these people who, you know, want to demonize him. That's another one of his favorite words. You know, and basically he pulled his Patreon support from me, which at one point in time he was supporting me on Patreon. And all of this happened because I disagreed with him on that subject. But see, here's where it gets a little tricky, you know. I didn't really give a fuck at that time, you know, if he did all of this shit, to be honest with you. I really don't care. You know, but a part of me was still trying to latch onto this individual because I considered him to be one of the best people I've ever met on here, right? And in fact, he was one of the individuals who inspired me in so many ways to do a lot of the things I did on here, you know. But it is what it is, you know. I can't sit here and, you know, try and say good things about him, because it's definitely not going to outweigh the bad shit, you know. But I started to, you know, like I said, just drift farther and farther away after that whole girl in the classroom thing, you know, and I just didn't pay attention to any of this shit. And then I said, fuck it, you know, because he's going to try and use what I just told you guys as a way to get back at me somehow, some way. You know, he's going to say, well, John disagreed, you know, John got all pissed off with the way that I treated him in regards to those videos I made about that black girl. He's going to use this as to why he thinks I'm a piece of shit about all of this, including the crowdfunding campaign and all this, you know. You know, just a minute ago, he told me that he was going to screenshot the comments that I made on his fucking newest video. And I told him, you're really a dumb fuck, aren't you? You are really a fucking dumb fuck if what I say completely goes over your head, you know, which is simply surprising to me because allegedly he has 126 IQ, right? If he has an intelligence of that caliber, he should, you know, really understand what I'm saying, you know, but clearly he doesn't understand what the fuck anybody says, right? But anyway, this all got worse because I created a GoFundMe campaign for the car accident that I had, right? And I created a video about it right after I created the campaign. And what he will not tell you is the fact that I did upload a thumbnail for that specific video on my channel right at the same fucking time the video went public, right? But he'll deny that. He'll say that it didn't happen that way, and that I was only interested in hiding information and I wasn't, you know, there to provide actual evidence according to him, right? You know, and just for the record here, guys, when you look at that first video I made about this whole fucking situation that I was in, I covered the license plate in that video at the end for a reason. You know, why would I want to fucking dock drop myself, right? Why would I want to get people to send stupid shit to a house where there are, you know, people that live that don't have anything to do with my online life, right? Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to subject these people to this fucking bullshit if it actually happened, right? Why would I want to do that? And that's something that he don't fucking understand. Plain and simple. He has this narrative. He has this agenda. He wants to fucking push, right? He has this echo chamber where he retreats to where everybody agrees with him and everybody licks his nuts. And he just wants to sit there and fucking listen to them lick his fucking nuts and tell him everything that he absolutely agrees with, right? But anyway, I made that video and I uploaded the thumbnail right at the same exact time so that if people wanted to see what was actually, you know, the numbers on the plate, well, they could look at it through the fucking thumbnail. Anyway, I went to Twitter to, you know, basically go to Creationist Cat, because at this particular moment, you know, I didn't have anybody to turn to in my real life, you know, because after my mom passed away, my mom's side of the family completely disowned me, you know, and I lost contact with pretty much all of them. Anyway, like I said, I didn't have anybody to turn to as far as real family is concerned, you know, in my real life. All I have here is my wife and my kids. That's it. You know, I can't even rely on the fucking friends that I have here because they are so fucking worthless. It's not even fucking funny. But anyway, like I said, all I have are my wife and kids here. It's all I have to turn to. So I go to Creationist Cat on Twitter, and I asked him, well, hey, can I get some help here? You know, I'm in a rough fucking spot here, you know. That's basically essentially what I said to him. And without hesitation, Creationist Cat said that he would help me. Without fucking hesitation. And there were a lot of other people out there that helped me within a fucking heartbeat without hesitation. And one of them is Coctopus Prime as well. Now, keep in mind, guys, as far as Coctopus Prime is concerned, sure, I know about him. I've never, you know, really talked to him before. You know, I have watched him a lot. I've watched his fucking videos a lot. I've been subscribed to the fucker for years. And he approached me, you know, and we talked in the hangout for the first time the other day, and it was badass, man. He gave me the attention that I needed, the support that I needed, you know, to move forth with all of this bullshit, you know. And that's how, you know, Coctopus and I have become friends. You know, we talk pretty much regularly now. Anyway, these two guys, among many others, you know, took time and money out of, you know, their situations to help me, you know, whether it was just, you know, promoting my crowdfunding campaign, promoting this or promoting that, you know, just to help me out, you know, which I'm extremely thankful for. You know, this is something that is fucking awesome, right? You know, and LiveLife8072 hated that. He fucking hated it. Now, why did this whole thing blow way out of proportion? Well, because he hates Creationist Cat, right? He hates fucking Vadim. He hates, he doesn't like him. Creationist Cat decided to help me. That's how this whole fucking thing started, right? He didn't like it. And when I first encountered LiveLife8072 on Twitter about this whole situation, he asked me, you know, for evidence, which was cool. At the very first moment we fucking interacted on Twitter about this, I wasn't hostile. I said, okay, cool. You know, matter of fact, you know, Creationist Cat messaged me saying, hey, Live Life wants to help you, but he's wanting a little bit more evidence. I said, okay, cool. You know, so I got my video with the fucking thumbnail on the license plate, you know, the license plate in the thumbnail, excuse me. And I sent it to LiveLife8072 on Twitter, right? And I said, look, what you have to do in order to see my car, you have to watch the video if you want to watch it, of course. But then at the end of the video, you have to, you know, the picture of my car will be there. Okay. And I didn't hear anything for like, I don't know, I'm not sure. Maybe a day. I'm not sure because I didn't get back on Twitter. I'm not sure. But anyway, he said that I didn't provide any evidence. And I go, wait a minute, it was in the thumbnail and you saw my car. You saw the license plate and you saw my car. Pushing it. Now here's where it got me upset. He kept pushing it because everything that I would tell him didn't seem good enough, right? Didn't seem good enough at all, which is surprising to me because the other night he just randomly, you know, sent some friend of his hundreds of dollars to go to the Reason rally, right? But he wasn't suspicious about that. He wasn't skeptical about that or anything. Well, we'll get into that here in a second. But anyway, he kept pushing me. He kept pushing me like, you know, what I had to say about the whole thing, you know, was questionable. You know, I couldn't provide any evidence despite the fact that I have already provided evidence. So I made a second video, you know, And in that video, I had showed my insurance emails back and forth with Progressive, her insurance. And anyway, I was angry in that video, and rightfully so, because if you guys would have saw some of the tweets that I've seen, yeah, you guys would probably be angry as well. You know, because it literally took me to drop the insurance agent just so that it'd be evidence enough for him, right? I had to literally drop the fucking insurance agent just to get him off my ass. You know, I wasn't going to fucking bend and leave the contact information there. No, I had to cover that up, but I had to literally drop the insurance agent's name. This is how fucking pathetic this bullshit was, right? But anyway, he started to go back and forth, you know, with me, talking a load of shit, you know, and a lot of people were simply piling onto this fucking bandwagon, right? Drilling me, making me out to look like the fucking villain here, you know. And when in all actuality, that was not the case. I had a lot of people support me from all over, you know, and they agree with me. You know, I was in the right. None of this was my fault, you know. But anyway, it started to, again, spiral out of control, back and forth, video back and forth, like a bunch of fucking idiots trading insults in a fucking schoolyard, you know. That's how pathetic this shit got to be, you know. And I have to say that I'm to blame for it too. You know, I'm not going to, you know, disassociate myself from, you know, that stuff. I was involved with it too. I'm not going to sit here and say, well, you know, I wasn't doing anything. Well, I was throwing videos back at him too, you know. And that really isn't going to solve anything when you look at the grand scheme of things, if you will, right? And I do realize that, but, you know, I'm an angry motherfucker. And that's one of the things, you know, that you guys don't know about me. I've tried to keep this shit away from you guys as much as possible, you know. But anyway, it is where it is today, you know. The best experience that I could say I have had out of all of this bullshit is the fact that I was able to make good friends out of all of this. Where one friendship died, basically, a lot more came into my life. You know, I have new subscribers that come to my channel who like my stuff. I have Vadim now. I have Coctopus Prime now, who has basically said that he's got my back through all of this shit, you know. And all of these people have given me a chance to walk into their lives and given me the attention, you know, to, you know, sit here and make real friendships, you know, which is what matters to me. And I'm extremely thankful for that. Now, as far as today is concerned, I never watched a whole fucking video, but because after the first couple of minutes, I got fucking sick. I just had to fucking leave the fucking asshole's channel. But LiveLife8072, you know, made a video today, and he titled the video, I think it was called "Creationist Cunt" or something like that, instead of "Creationist Cat." You can't even address the man correctly. He has to fucking insult him, right? Anyway. He made a comment in there before I left the video about how he and I were never really friends because he didn't have my fucking phone number. Yeah, he actually got that pathetic, you know, comparing friendships, you know, like, you know, my friendship wasn't valuable enough because he didn't have my phone number and we weren't talking on the phone and shit, you know. It's a bunch of fucking bullshit that made absolutely no fucking sense at all, right? And back to this other thing that I was telling you guys earlier. He like I said earlier, he talked about how he sent this friend of his hundreds of dollars the other night, you know, and like I even featured in my video, without it being number one skeptical about it, without being number two, you know, suspicious about anything. He just flat out sent him. I don't know how much money, but I know it was hundreds. I know it was hundreds of dollars, right? And I asked him in the comment section of that video that he just put up today, I asked him, what about that guy? You know, you sent him hundreds of dollars without question. You weren't skeptical of him. You didn't ask him for any fucking evidence. We were real friends. He had my phone number. That's fucking retarded. How is that in any way, shape, or form going to stop an individual from fucking robbing your ass or fucking taking you for your money, right? How's that going to stop anybody from doing that type of shit? Has this, you know, mentality, this Diet Devon Tracy mentality where, you know, everybody's wrong except for him, you know, and demonizing is only okay when him and his crew do it. But when someone does it against him, he has a fucking heart attack, you know. It's this hypocrisy that I see every single fucking time. People call him names, people call him all of this bullshit, and he has a fucking heart attack, right? But it's perfectly fine for him to call Alex Trigley Alex or Kazoom, you know, Buffalo Kids, or, you know, just insults, flat out fucking insults, like, you know, him insulting Creationist Cat, you know, Creationist cunt. But if I or some other people were to go to the comment section of his videos and insult him, he'd probably block us. You know, he doesn't like that because, you know, he's just like Steve Shives. He's just like AIU. He's just like a couple of other individuals on here who just want fucking echo chambers. Kind of like Anita Sarkeesian. I'm surprised Live Life hasn't fucking disabled his ratings in his comment section yet. You know? Anyway, that's the way it is now. If you disagree with him, you know, and you make videos against him, you'll have these people coming over from his channel, these fucking retards, calling you names, doing this, doing that, offering nothing to the table for discussion but insults, ad hominems, you know, red herrings up the fucking ass. Nothing will come to fruition with these people. And that is why, after this that I'm making now, I am completely cutting that fucking poison off of my leg. You know, because I have to say, guys, be miserable right now. I'm letting this eat at me when I have a very serious situation that I should be really paying attention to now, which is, you know, my family's current position. You know, we don't have a car yet. We're still sitting here trying to figure out what to do, you know, and I'm letting this stupid shit take over my fucking thinking when other things should be taking over it, right? And that's why I wanted to make, you know, this hangout, just to, you know, get all of this shit off of my fucking chest, because I'm letting this eat at me, man. I really am. And it's time that I need to put a stop to it. I need to put a stop to all of it, basically, because the more that I pursue this, the more miserable I'm going to fucking get. And the more miserable I get, the more angry I get, you know, and then pretty soon I'm just a pile of fucking mess, you know, after. And it's just, I can't do it anymore. You know, I can't do this shit anymore because I know where I stand already. You know, I shouldn't pursue this any further. I should have no inclination to do any of these things anymore. You know, no motivation at all after today, because I'm done with it. I really am. You know, it's one of those things, you know, where I should really take the time to think, you know, well, you know, maybe next time you'll actually learn your lesson a lot sooner. You know, and I should have, because I was willing to give an individual the benefit of a doubt when none was given to me, obviously. If you really look at the situation for what it is right now, None has been given to me from LiveLife8072, but for years, I have given him the benefit of a doubt on so many fucking issues. But, you know, he hasn't returned anything like that to me, right? You know, and you notice, like I said, he won't question anybody else that runs in his fucking circles over there. You know, as far as them needing money, as far as them needing this or that, he'll immediately give it to them. And, but with me, he, badgered because of my crowdfunding campaign. You know, he you know, totally ignored the evidence that I gave him. He kept pushing me, and actually, you know, like I said earlier, I got really irritated at it. I couldn't fucking handle this bullshit anymore, you know. And out of all of the bullshit that I've had to put up with for the past week, you know, there have been positive things, believe it or not. I got to make new friends with Octopus Prime. I've got to make new friends with Vadim. I've got to have new friends from their channels come to my channel, you know. Something that's great, because I got, you know, people here that actually understand what I'm going through, you know, in this regard. They know how LiveLife8072 is and how poisonous his thinking is. And it is what it is, you know. I got a lot of people right now that are backing me up, which is a good thing. I was in the right from the beginning, guys. And the thing is, I have all of the evidence to back myself up. Plain and simple. I have it all. And I'm glad that I have had the support from people who actually have taken the cash out of their wallets to send to me on my crowdfunding campaign or my PayPal account. I thank you guys, you know. And don't worry, all of this money that you guys gave me is only going to go to purchase a car. That's it. And when I actually do get the car, I am going to post a video of it here online on my channel so that everybody can actually see it and see where their money went to, you know, because I'm that kind of person, you know. If I ask for a big amount of money for a certain thing, you know, I'm going to produce what I bought. I'm going to produce what I said I was going to buy. It's going to be on video, and everybody will be able to see what I bought for my family and myself, you know. And I think each and every individual out there who has, you know, taken the opportunity to trust me enough, you know, and actually, you know, help me out. I want to thank all of you for that. I want to thank all of you for the new friendships, you know. I want to thank all the new people who have come to my channel the past week. I want to thank you guys for the new friendships and the new helping hands that you guys have offered me. I want to thank, you know, Octopus Prime and Vadim for helping me, you know, actually taking the time to trust me and actually supporting me, you know, which is a good thing. That's what I needed, you know, when it came to dealing with this fucking idiot, you know. He failed. He's a big failure, you know. Live Life's a fucking failure, and he will always be a failure. Well, sure, you're making a 6-figure income. Wow, wow, wow. You know, well, money's not important to me. Money's not important to me. Me. Well, it is important to me sometimes, you know, because I don't make that kind of money, you know. I'm just a fucking poor Spaniard living in the panhandle of Texas. What can I say, right? And I do what I can to make it through life, you know, and you know, it's something that really is hard at times. I struggle at times, but I do what I can. But anyway, guys, thank you all. I just wanted a little bit of time to, you know, sit here and really talk about these issues that were really fucking bugging the fuck out of me, man. You know, I just want you guys to know from my perspective, you know, that, you know, LiveLife8072 is the problem here, you know. And in order for me to, you know, have a better focus on things, I need to fucking cut that poison from me completely, you know, and, you know, just concentrate on my family, concentrate on everything else that actually matters. And that's it, you know. But apparently I wasn't a good enough friend to have his phone number, you know. And that's another thing. I'm not necessarily talking bad about these people. Don't get me wrong about that. Don't, you know, anybody misquote me here or anything like that. But, you know, when I tried to be friends with Joe back in the day, you know, it was kind of hard, believe it or not, because he'd always have his head, you know, up the ass of Dark Matter 2525, or he would always have his head up the ass of Meridian Frost, or, you know, he would always have his head up the ass of all these other people, you know. And when I would try to make an effort to do something, you know, I would be immediately shut out completely, right? You know, it didn't bother me that much. You know, I figured, well, fuck, maybe another day or whatever, you know. But yeah, that's how it happened. And I'm not necessarily talking bad about these people, you know. It's just, you know, I'm not talking bad about them at all. I'm just trying to explain a situation. But what bothers me the most, guys, is these same exact people who, you know, he shoved his head up their ass are the same exact people that he burnt bridges with, right? You know, and I just find it to be totally hilarious because Meridian Frost, for example, is one of the most honest individuals that I've ever come across on here. And I've never had the pleasure of talking to him yet, maybe one of these days. But I think he's a pretty nice guy. And Dev Shell, too, I talk to from time to time as well. You know, Peach, I've never said anything to, but, you know, these are good people, right? But they are determined to be bad people by LiveLife8072 because they, you know, want to concentrate on something, you know, that he doesn't want to concentrate on, or, you know, that, you know, because they disagree with him. That's why he thinks that they're so fucking horrible, right? And it's not necessarily the facts that I have a problem with when it comes to Live Life's videos, you know, because I have to say, like I told him, I think it was about 2 weeks ago. But anyway, like I told him, it's not necessarily your videos that I have a problem with, okay? I don't have a problem with you sharing the facts or about anything that you talk about. You know, whether it's about Islam, whether it's about Christianity, whether it's about this, or whether it's about that, you know, I don't care. But the thing that I do have a problem with is the way that he treats people, right, who disagree with him. Just look all over the place, man. Even look on his fucking channel. Look all over the place in regards to how he treats people who disagree with him, right? How do you fucking expect to have any kind of a rational discussion if you're going to sit there and actually take the time to insult people because they have a different opinion, right? How the fuck are you going to have any kind of discussion? How the fuck are you going to have any people want to sit there and talk with you when you want to sit there and insult them by calling them a regressive pussy or a Muslim apologist, shit like that, you know? How are you going to get anybody to sit there and talk to you like you wanted them to? Because Live Life wanted Meridian Frost to talk to him, but Meridian Frost would not. And could one really blame Meridian Frost for that? No, no. Because look how Live Life8072 was treating him. Look how he was talking about him in the videos. All because Meridian Frost disagreed with him on these issues, right? You know, burned all these fucking bridges, and he really don't give a fuck anymore. You know, which is cool. He's got a new superhero now that he follows around, you know. That's cool. You know, I don't really give a fuck who he hangs around with. You know, it's just try being a leader once in a while. Live Life8072 and not a follower. Because basically right now, you're in fucking Devon Tracy's pouch. Where baby kangaroos go, you're in his pouch sucking your fucking thumb doing whatever he does, thinking whatever he thinks. You know, think for yourself, man. You know, I admire, you know, I might admire Coctopus Prime, or I might admire Vadim, or I might admire a lot of other individuals on here. But I'm not going to sit here and fucking lick their fucking ass or worship the fucking ground that they walk on. No. There's a difference. I don't have to have anybody fucking popular telling me how to fucking think. I don't give a fuck. But I admire Coctopus Prime. I admire fucking Vadim, because they do the exact things that you fail to do. And that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Cognitive bias. Where'd you pull that one out of? Your ass? Huh? That's another thing. You guys in your fucking echo chambers, man. Talk about bias. God damn. If anybody goes to your fucking channel or Tracy's channel and disagrees with you guys, son of a bitch. You know? You guys act like a bunch of fucking babies. A bunch of cock-juggling thunder cunts. That's what you guys act like. And you guys are probably in your 40s. Like I am. Act like a fucking adult. If you want to have a discussion with someone, quit acting like a fucking 2-year-old in a fucking schoolyard. No. That regressive pussy stole my candy. Da, 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 da. Yeah. That's all you have to do, man. Think for yourself. Come up with your own repertoire. Or is that word too fucking big for you? You know, you don't have to fucking sit there and adopt the same characteristics as somebody else. It's okay to be inspired by somebody else, but when you have taken it as far as you have, it's not okay. All right? You know, because it's all about, rationality and individuality and shit like that, you know, not being a fucking clone, you know. Diet Devon Tracy is what you are. He's a little bit more rough around the edges. You're just a fucking diet version of him. That's it. But I give you a little bit of time. You'll eventually get up there. You will. But that's how I feel about all of this, guys. From here on out, I'm cutting this shit off, you know. I'm done. I'm going back to my own videos. Make what I used to make on here, you know. And, you know, because this has been consuming me for the past couple of days for too long now. You know, got to stop it. I got to really fucking stop it. And because it's going to get way out of hand. And if I don't stop it now, I'm going to get real fucking nasty. I'm telling you guys. And it's something that, yeah, I don't think anybody wants to see, you know. Because I'm not exactly known for being a nice guy where I'm from, you know. I kind of want to abandon that. You know, and I just wanted to sit here and talk with you guys for a little bit, get a few things off of my chest, you know, because obviously there's going to be two sides to every fucking story out there, right? You know, and I just wanted you guys to hear my version, you know, and let you guys know where I'm coming from in regards to what has transpired over the past couple of weeks. I will say, though, that my car accident, god damn, man, it was crazy. I lost my vehicle fucking quick. Everything happened in an instant. And I've always been a fucking amazed at the fact, you know, that we're truly in control of anything. We never are. And it took me getting in that car accident to realize that. But just because I'm not in control doesn't mean I'm not scared, because You know, I don't fear death. You know, I'm a nihilist. You know, I don't fear death. Death is meaningless to me. You know, um, I just don't see any rational mindsets in regards. I don't see how it's rational to fear death. You know, I don't. That's just me, though. But anyways, guys, thank you for giving me an ear. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of people out there that have a lot of things to say, you know. But let's see. Let's see. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people in here talking shit. Yeah, we got Cuffed Up 86, whatever. Death Shell 2. That's another thing I wanted to mention. Since LiveLife8072 is in the fucking chat, and Death Shell 2 is in the chat. You know, I caught a video by Death Shell 2 a while back. You know, Death Shell 2 was fucking pissed, right? Death Shell 2 was fucking pissed in that video, and I finally found out why he was pissed. So I want to take this opportunity now that I have both of them in the chat, right? In that video, Death Shell 2 asked you a specific question, LiveLife8072. All right? Did you go out there and say that people who have AIDS deserve to die? And why would you say that? Those are two simple questions. Feel free to answer them in the chat. Don't be a pussy. Answer them. You know. But yeah, of course, he's going to sit here and try to twist everything that I say. You know, he's going to sit here and try to fucking, you know, barrage me and with fucking insults like he's probably doing now and shit like that, you know. But hey, that's okay. He can do whatever he wants, you know. I don't really give a shit. Who says this? 10-toe Cisco, fuck Islam. Yeah, fuck Islam. But, you know, that's not a topic for this video right now. So, you know, that's unnecessary. But anyway, guys, I just wanted you to know my side of the story. And it is what it is. Yeah, he is gaslighting for his AIU sycophants. Yeah. Yep. That's the way that it is. You know, I'm done with this, you know. I'm really done with it. I'm just going to stop. I'm going to, you know, stop and start making my original videos again, because I actually have respect for people that live life don't. You know, I respect Dev Shell 2. I respect Meridian Frost. I respect Peach, even though I've never talked to her, but I respect Coctopus Prime. You know, I respect Vadim. I respect all of these individuals, you know, and that's it. You know, I actually show compassion towards these people, even if they were to come and chew my ass off, basically. But, you know, that's okay, because I actually can respect their opinion if they come to me about an issue that they may have with me, right? You know, and that's what it's all about. It's about communication. It's about rational discussion. It's about all of these things that need to be implemented in society, because if we don't have any of this, we'll end up with people like LiveLife8072, or we'll end up with people like Devon Tracy, or we'll end up with all of these fucking idiots, right? You know, like Christian fundamentalists, you know, like Muslims fundamentalists, you know, like these Muslim extremists, right? You'll have all of these people who have these narratives that don't want anybody disagreeing with them, and they'll do everything they can to shut them up, even if it's through dishonesty, through humiliation. You know, sad, it really is. And, you know, I actually can, you know, sit here and, you know, say what I have to say, because I know that there are a lot of people out there that do agree with me, you know, and because they see how it is. They see how Joe treats people. They see how these other people treat people, you know. I mean, the evidence is there. I mean, it's right there in your fucking face. You know, it doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to recognize what the fucking problem is here, you know. And if it does, you got fucking problems. You know, that's all I have to say about that. But yeah, I made some good friends out of all of this, which I'm extremely thankful for. You know, I really am. But let's see what anybody else has to say. Uh, Quiet atheist used to molest and kill children. Fact. Oh, let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh no. There's an individual in here that made a remark saying that if you disagreed with TQA, you have problems. No. If a person were to disagree with me, you know, that's fine. I don't care. I don't care. You know, I don't care if people disagree with me. I don't care if people want to sit here and have a major disagreement with me. You know, I'm completely open to the possibility that I can actually, you know, have a discussion with someone without them, you know, basically dumbing down the conversation with fucking insults, because that is not going to yield any kind of positive discussion about any damn thing, you know, that needs to be talked about, you know. And it is what it is, you know. I know a lot of people, you know, probably are tired of all this bullshit going public, you know, and, you know, all of this shit slinging back and forth, but oh well, you know. You know, these people, you know, I see a lot of insults in here, you know, but that's, you know, that's to be expected from people who can't fucking uh offer anything, you know. That's it. They can't offer anything to fucking talk about, or anything else for that matter, because they rather fucking do what they do. That's it. And of course, I'm gonna get all of these people in here insulting me, but that's okay, because we know that their intellectual capacity is like a fucking screen door that couldn't fucking hold water. So that's how it is. It's how it always will be. So talk about, you know, bias. You know, these people will completely uh, will not pay attention to you if you disagree with them or nothing. Instead, they'll insult you. They'll use a bunch of ad hominems to do what they want to do, but that's okay. That is okay. So you got a bunch of people. I'm going through the comment section here, guys. You got a bunch of people offering nothing of intelligence to the conversation, but insults. That's it. You know, that's it. Offering nothing but fucking insults to the fucking situation. And that's all they have. See, that's all they have. Nothing but fucking insults. Useless vomit is what it is to me. Plain and simple. That's it. You know, people maybe, I don't know, I can't speak for others, But I think, you know, there's a lot of people out there who see how certain people actually are, but they won't say anything. I don't know. It's kind of like, you know, I don't know. I really couldn't speak for him. I wouldn't know what the fuck's going on with that, but it is what it is. You know, and if you guys notice in the chat, you know, nobody offering any kind of discussions at all. Just fucking insults. That's it. That's all they have. I could see insult after insult after insult, you know. That's it. Oh, and that's another thing, right? I wanted to bring up before I close this off. Back about, I don't know, in October 2012, I guess there was a hurricane going through New Jersey, right? And I told Joe that I was going to make a video about it. And I was going to help him out the best that I could, you know. So I threw some money into his PayPal account, or somebody's PayPal account. And I made a video about it, but did I ever question him about it? Was I ever skeptical about it, right? Did I ask him what color the carpet was in his fucking house that was ruined? Did I ask him for photos of how much water was in there? Did I ask him for footage to show anything else that was ruined in his fucking apartment or house that he was living in at the time? Or did I ask him for photos of the community that he was living in? You know, did I ask him for any of this? No, I didn't. Why? Because I trusted him. You know, I believed him enough to do what I did, you know. And that's how it's supposed to be. If you don't have trust with people, then you have nothing. All you have is a ghost of your former self. That's it. That's it. And that's what we see here, traveling up in the fucking comment section, you know, a fucking ghost of an individual. You know, all you see is a shadow of his former self. You know, that's it. It's actually quite fucking pathetic if you ask me, but it is what it is, you know. But yeah, I didn't ask him for anything, you know. I didn't ask him for any evidence. I didn't ask him for anything. I just gave a little money and helped promote his campaign, you know. Oh, but when it came to me, you know, a simple video with a picture of my car at the end of it, you know, wasn't good enough. A thumbnail with the license plate to my car wasn't good enough. Insurance paper wasn't good enough. I had to fucking dock drop the insurance agent. Really? The only thing that I was not going to bend to was revealing her contact information, right? But it is what it is. All you hateful motherfuckers out there can fucking say what you want to say. That's it. Oh, and that's another thing, you know. DevShall2 brought up a good point just now. How much did, you know, Joe pay the Amazing Atheist for subscribers, right? Because from what I understand about the whole fucking thing, he was paying TJ to fucking give him shout outs, to probably put him on the Drunken Peasants too, right? I wonder how much he was paying TJ to do that. I should try and get on. TJ won't talk to me. I've tried to in the past to talk to him, but he won't do that. But yeah, that's what I heard too. You know, Live Life, you know, paying TJ for subscribers, paying TJ for a spot on his channel, because right now as we speak, the Amazing Atheist has the biggest atheist YouTube channel on YouTube, with Dark Matter 2525 and Thunderfoot getting up there pretty quick, you know, pretty soon. I think that the way things are going, you know, Amazing Atheist ain't going to be all that big for much longer. You know, that's just how I see it, you know, because both Dark Matter 2525 and fucking Thunderfoot has some good things that they make in their videos. And they attract a lot of people, right? Which is a good thing. And, but no, Ghost Man, I am not okay. I am not okay at all right now. In fact, though, I do feel a lot better than I did at the beginning of all of this that I started today. You know, I do feel better after this because I think as many people as possible did need to hear what I had to say, you know, and it's cool. I like it. You know, it is what it is. It is what it is. And I know now that I have actual friends that, you know, support me now, you know, people like Octopus Prime, people like Vadim, people like, you know, all of these other people, you know, who have come to my channel from their channels. It's cool. I have support now. You know, that's something that has made me feel a lot better, to be honest with you guys. Yeah. Thank you, Cock. Yeah, everything's starting to look a lot better now, guys. Everything's starting to look a lot better now. As far as the whole situation, I'm not sure if everybody's been to the GoFundMe campaign lately, but I kind of want to give you guys a bit of an update right now as far as that whole thing is concerned with the insurance. Well, as you know, the past week, I've been having a back and forth with the insurance, you know, and it's been a pain in the fucking ass. Her insurance, you know, they're waiting for the police report. They're waiting for all of this stuff. But I tell you what, they did make me an offer. They did make me an offer. Well, not yet technically, but they said that they were going to make me an offer once the police report gets into their hands so that they can close the case, right? She did say that they were going to rule in my favor, which is a good thing. And this is her insurance talking. And they're going to make me an offer as soon as they get the fucking a police report in their hands so that they can, you know, close everything down, the case and whatnot, you know. And you know what, guys? I want to thank each and every person out there who has donated, even LiveLife8072, right? I want to thank everybody who has actually donated. I want to thank everybody who has shared the fucking place. You know, I want to thank everybody who has offered encouraging comments. You know, I want to thank every single fucking person out there who was involved in one of those things or more, you know. Thank everybody for the support because I really needed it. Yeah, you know, to sit here and fucking deal with this shit. It was hard. It was rough. It was. And again, I would like to point out, guys, I am going to post a video of my vehicle. As soon as I buy it, as soon as I purchase it, I'm going to make a video about the whole situation. And I'm gonna make a video of me driving it, you know, show you guys the inside of it. I'm gonna make a video walking around it so that you guys can see it, you know, because I want you guys to see where your money went to, you know. And thank you guys in advance for doing that. You know, it was really cool of you guys to do what you do, you know. See what else people have to say here. Really, why anyone insult a kind-hearted, like, yeah, I don't understand why people would, but you know, it is what it is. You know, people are always going to, you know, be who they are, you know, and I'm not going to sit here and try and, you know, take away a person's right to be who they are. You know, the thing about the human species is that we are a unique species, you know. There's people that are going to be completely different from you. You know, morality is subjective at this point, you know, and what other people think is moral, you think is immoral, and vice versa. People, you know, are always going to be different. But I think, you know, as the human species, as being a human being, it's important to, you know, connect with people, you know, even if you disagree on certain issues, you know, but I think it's important to connect because good ideas, good discussions need to come to fruition a lot more than they are now, right? And I don't see it happening anywhere because there's this huge bias going on. There's this huge, you know, either my way or the highway type of thing happening, you know, and that's extremely unhealthy, you know. I think discussions are important because people would be able to share an opportunity, you know, or share an opportunity with each other, you know, in regards to good ideas, you know, everything out there, because that's what's important for everybody, you know. But people are always going to be the way they are, and you can't stop them, you know. You'd be literally trying to take away their rights as being a human being. You can't stop them from being assholes, dickheads, or anybody, you know. You can't stop a person from doing what they are doing, you know. You yourself would be going against the very thing that you are fighting if you are going to do these types of things, right? And it just simply wouldn't make any fucking sense, you know. So in conclusion, LiveLife8072 is obviously going to disagree with me, you know. It's fine, okay, you know, that's the way that it's going to be from here on out, you know. I personally could care less. You know, I have my side of the story, he has his, you know, and it's obviously going to be different. But, you know, I'm cutting myself off from all of this. You know, I'm going back to my normal way of things on my channel. I'm going to start making videos. I'm going to start doing the things that I normally do on here, you know, instead of much leaning back and forth with people, you know, because in all actuality, it makes all of us look bad, you know, especially when it comes to religious people who, you know, literally are looking for every excuse out there to catch us in these vulnerable moments, you know, and exploit us every chance that they can, right? You know, I am not going to allow that. I'm not going to allow the opportunity to be presented. No, you know, I'm just going to continue to do what I do on here, and that's it. And again, I want to thank everybody for giving me an ear to talk, you know, even if there is people in the chat that disagree with me, you know, that's fine. But regardless of that, thank you all for giving me an ear. That really means a lot to me, you know. I needed to get this off. And as of right now, this is completely over. I'm not going to even address LiveLife8072 anymore. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to continue with what I do here on my channel, you know, and welcome all new people that come to my channel, which I thank each and every one of you that are new to my channel. That's fucking awesome, man. You know, and I think Coctopus Prime, and I think, you know, Vadim for being good people, giving me the chance to hear my side of the story, you know, share my side of the story, I should say, and thank them for supporting me. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and take off. Everybody have an excellent night. I will see everybody later. I'm done with all of this bullshit. He could keep his fucking world over there away from me, you know. It's not even worth it anymore, to be honest. Post a video today, but I said no. I wasn't going to do that, because if I did that, you know, it would only fucking make things worse. It would only make things worse to the point where more shit slinging would occur, you know. And that's just fucking not me anymore, man. Nothing is going to come to fruition if you want to sit here and pick your ass and throw it at people, you know. No. The only thing that's going to come to fruition is hate, more hostilities towards your opponent, if you will, you know, because if you really want to truly get into a discussion with someone who disagrees with you, you got to do it the right way. You're and fucking insult people. You can't call them names. You can't do this. You can't do that. That's fucking stupid. And even I have made that mistake in the past, you know. So I can't say that I'm completely immune from it. But I gotta go, guys. Thank you all for listening to what I had to say, and good night.